again, very good morning to one and all. So, shall we start the session? Is it visible, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I will go slowly. If you have any doubt, another 10 minutes, I will brief about whatever we have seen in the yesterday's class. Is it okay? Okay, so yesterday we started with a simple problem in equilibrium of particles in 3D. Okay, and this is a truss problem, and it is in equilibrium condition. Okay, so the weight is given as 10 kilonewton and it is suspended at the joint O. Okay, and what we have done is, those who did not listen yesterday, please listen carefully again. So we have started calculating all the coordinates of these points, that is O, A, B and C. Okay, all these points we have taken, and then as our friends helped, so we have found the coordinates D 0, 0, 0 and O is 3, 0, 0 and then A is 0, 0, minus 4. All these things we have calculated. Okay. Why we have calculated means based on the question we have to calculate the magnitude of the force. So magnitude means it's three tensions are acting in this problem, that is TOA, TOB and TOC. Okay, so to calculate that we know the formula, that is you have to calculate the unit vector and you have to multiply it with the magnitude is given. So we have calculated separately, that is first we have calculated TOA and we multiplied with the TOA force vector we have calculated. So TOA magnitude we have multiplied with unit vector and we got the equation, one equation, because the tension along OA we don't know. Okay, that one. And second one is we have calculated TOB. Okay, because the total weight is holded by these three tensions. Okay, that is the things. And TOB we have calculated. So after that TOC we have calculated. Okay, so these three equations, because the system is considered to be equilibrium, okay, what we have done is, apart from these three equations, we have taken the fourth force which is acting towards down, that is 10 kilonewton. Okay, so because it is acting towards down, so we have taken the forces in negative direction of y, and you know that the component, that is nothing but what? J. Okay, that's the thing. So once you have done all these four equations, as per the equilibrium condition, we have equated sum of horizontal force is equal to 0, sum of the vertical force is equal to 0. Is it correct? Or sum of the x direction forces are 0, sum of the y direction of forces are 0, and the sum of the z direction forces are 0. So that's the equilibrium condition. And then we have substituted, and then we have calculated the tension TOA, TOB and TOC. Okay, and as like our friend said, it's TOC is a compressive force. Okay, and next problem, this one I have given you. Am I right? Any doubt in this second one?
No sir, no sir.
Okay, fine then. Okay, a tower guy wire is so it's anchored, so the value is given 2500 kilonewton. So they asked you to determine the components of Fx, Fy and Fz. Okay, so the assumptions I told you, whether you are taking from A to B or B to A, it's up to you, but the answer will be same. So where you have to be very clear is the coordinates. Okay, A. So A coordinate, you have to see that it is positive x-axis, that is correct. Okay, A is, but it is in negative z-axis. Okay, and along Y there is no value. So you have to exactly write the coordinate here. Okay, that is the thing. If you are making any mistake in the coordinate, your entire answer will be wrong. Okay, and they have given a tower that is 80 meters. So you have to calculate the coordinates of A and B and then tension. Very simple one. Okay, any of you are having doubt in this?
No sir.
Second, okay, fine then. Okay, then it is.
Sir,
If you are,
so could you just show the answer for that question?
yeah, sure, I will do that. Okay, just a minute, I'm recollecting everything. So, okay. I think, yesterday is a very big day for us, I think so. Okay?
Sir?
We have done a lot of questions. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in the coordinate A, 30 is in Z axis, right, sir?
Exactly. The 30 is along Z axis. Very good. See here, the coordinates now I am saying. So A is 40. That is, 1 minute. So along x-axis it is 40. Okay, please check your answer. Okay, y-axis 0, z is minus 30. Am I right?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. So that's only I said please draw the free body diagram, so it will be useful to you. That is the thing I am saying that. So if you are drawing a free body diagram like this, then everything will be easy. I am talking about this. Okay, this one. So once you have done the B point, you know that x value is 0, z value is 0, and it is having only along positive y-axis. Okay. So once you have done, it's similar to the previous problem.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Minus 30, sir.
What happened?
Negative z-axis, where is it, sir? That's what I'm searching.
Okay,
I thought it is
it's
positive, sir. Yes, sir. I thought it is positive, sir.
No, see here it is actually. Z, whenever they are giving the symbol x, y, z, those directions are positive. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so obviously z is this side is positive means I am talking about 1 minute. So the axes are given us this direction. Okay, so this direction is positive. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So obviously opposite direction is
negative.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, others please. Those who have completed, just you can listen, so that it's kind of recollecting all those things. Then we have to calculate a similar one. Okay, because it's in 3 dimension, you have to calculate the vector. So magnitude multiplied with the unit vector. So it's a very simple problem. It's actually a 2-mark problem. Okay, and then so you have to multiply that, and you will get the first vector in terms of I, J and K.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me, boy.
In this, because tension in both ways is the same value, does it matter which one we take, x1, x1, y1, z1? And
no, it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter. But actually, if you are taking A to B, A will be x1, y1 and z1. B will be x2, y2 and z2. Are you getting?
Okay, sir.
The direction how you are showing it. Okay, that's it. Because based on that only we will finalize the force, how it is acting, whether it is a compression or tension. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one. And one more thing is here, very important thing is, after calculating the force vector, so they ask the details of pen actually. Then you got, I think, fx, fy and fz. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Whether these values are correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So minus 1060, that is along x direction, 2120 along y direction, and 795 that is along z direction. Am I right? Okay, these things you got. So I have taken only fx, fy and fz because these are related to the magnitude. So once I have taken this, then I have calculated the magnitude of this force in a single component, that is nothing but root of fx square plus fy square and fz square. Okay, that's the thing. So and then I have checked that whether whatever I have calculated is correct or wrong. So I got it same. Okay, so after that I think you got the same answer.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, in theta x, I got only 64.91.
Yeah, I told you clearly that. Okay, this one is whatever you calculated is correct. Okay, I think you have calculated like this. Based on this, you are saying 60.
4.91.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, 64.91. Okay, what I have done is from here I have taken. Are we clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, both the answers are correct. Okay, it's better. You have to mention clearly. And the theta y. And theta y we got 32. Are you getting the same answer, 32?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Theta z is 71.45.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people, sorry, our friends are understood what is this, I think so. Fx by, can you tell me this? Yeah. Okay. And this one is y by
F
yeah, very good.
by
This one is
FZ.
by F. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for others. Yeah, Vignesh, tell me.
Sir, the reason someone got 64.9 is because they didn't put minus inside that, sir.
Exactly, you are right. If they are understood the concept, it's well and good. But it's better you can put minus and then you can substitute it. Okay.
Yes.
But once you understood the concept, no need to worry about that. Anyway, when you are marking, you will be very clear on that which quadrant it is coming. Okay. But in space,
Sure.
please apply minus. In space, please apply minus so that you won't get any confusion. Yeah, tell me about
That is only for cos, cot and sec functions, I think.
Exactly. That is, you are right. Not for the space. Yeah.
Sir, I have a question. When you write the answer for fx, fy, and fz, are you supposed to mention the sign?
Which one,
the
boy?
sign.
No, you can write, if you want to mention, you can mention it whether it is tension or compression or like that you can mention it whether it is tensile or compression. That is fine.
Okay.
Direct. Okay, that is more than sufficient because we want to know the nature of the force.
Fine,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, fine. And again, once you have calculated, please again check this particular thing. We have come across this particular statement. So cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z is equal to 1. Okay. I think I got 1. So hope everyone will get 1. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. Okay. Palniappan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Are you understanding all these things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Narendra? Narendra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you getting all these things clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. So now, after that we went for a moment, okay, then the statics of rigid bodies, 2 dimension, that is resultant force, and we have calculated what is moment about O, that is force into perpendicular distance, and I have explained you what is clockwise moment, what is anti-clockwise moment, okay, and we have come across how to multiply it with respect to the fixed point or with the point of reference, okay, and then we have come across the important theorem. What is the theorem we have seen?
Theorem of moment.
Yeah,
Wagner theorem.
very good. Varinger's theorem of moments. Okay. Sometimes if suppose we are asking theorem of moments, you have to explain Varinger's theorem. Okay, got it. Okay, any doubt in this? How we are calculating F1 D1, F2 D2 and F3 D3? Any doubt, friends?
No doubt.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me, boy. Okay, no doubt, I can assume. So then we have seen that sum of moment of all the forces about a point O is equal to moment of their resultant about the same point. I told you yesterday itself, whatever point you are taking as a reference, same point you have to take for the resultant also. Okay, please make a note of it. And I said what is this theorem? That is Varinger's theorem and theorem of moments otherwise. Okay, and then we have come across the sum of the moment of all the forces about a point is equal to moment of their resultant force about the same point. Okay, and a very important thing I told, most probably our friends would have take a note of that. The Varinger's theorem is used to locating the resultant force. Okay, am I going fast or is it okay?
Scroll up a little bit, so I'll just take note of the theorem statement.
We have given in our this one WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, right, sir? Okay.
Yeah, it is there. All the details are there. Okay, and after that, okay, we have come across one simple problem that 4 parallel forces of magnitude 10 Newton and 15 Newton and then 20 Newton and 35 Newton are acting, and they ask the magnitude, okay, the magnitude and direction of the resultant. So resultant, I told you some of the forces acting on a system, that is the definition. So here you can see that you are having 10 Newton, 15 Newton, 20 Newton and 35 Newton. So if you are seeing this particular object A to D, okay, so A is having 10 Newton. What happens? Any doubt? Okay. So A is having 10 Newton, 15 Newton, 20 Newton and 35 Newton. But you can see the direction. The 10 Newton is... Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, fine. So now, so you can see the direction. That is very important when you are considering the force, the system of forces acting on a particular system. So this is acting upwards. Okay, 10 Newton is acting upwards, 15 Newton is acting downwards. So opposite sense. And in the C 20 Newton downwards and then 35 Newton upwards. Okay. So what personally I am assuming is, okay, whatever forces are acting upwards, I am taking as positive. Okay. Whatever forces are acting down in the system, I am taking as negative. It's up to you how you are approaching. But if you are following this, it will be well and good. We can follow uniform. Okay. So when I am considering the system, 10 Newton and 35 Newton are acting upwards. 15 Newton and 20 Newton are acting downwards. That is the information I am getting from this particular diagram. So once I have calculated, so magnitude, as I said, that it's a summation of all the forces acting on the system. So 10 Newton, I said upward is positive. That's only I have given here. Upward is positive, I am assuming. So 10 Newton is positive, 15 is negative, 20 is negative, and 35 is positive. So what I got is resultant is acting upward. The value is what? 10 Newton. Are you getting? So now I got the resultant of this particular system, but I did not come across where it is acting. The location I did not come across, because in the system we have the total length is 4 meters, but I don't know where it is acting. Okay. So for that, what we have to do means we have to take moment about any one of the point. Okay. So in this condition, for better understanding, in this condition, what I did is I have taken moment about A point. Okay. Please all of you listen. I am taking moment about A point. That means I am fixing here. Okay. And I am calculating the net effect of all these forces. So the first force I am taking 10 Newton. Okay. The 10 Newton, what is moment? Any idea? So now I am fixing a point A. Okay. This is moment about A. Moment means you know that force into what?
Displacement.
No, perpendicular
Perpendicular
distance.
distance.
Okay, perpendicular distance of the line of force. Okay. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so you can see that the first force, what is the perpendicular distance between A and the first force, 10 Newton? No, just think of it. This is A. Okay,
Yes.
this perpendicular distance with respect to this point, how much?
Sir, which point, sir? From
From
A
A
to?
point.
So
From
0.
A point.
0, sir.
From A to 0, sir. From A
Yeah,
to
very good.
1, sir.
Are you getting? Okay, now guys, you will understand now the moment when I am calculating about A, the first point you can say that the force is 10 and the distance is 0. Are you getting? First point, this one, because I am taking with respect to A. Okay, now you can tell me about B point, Vignesh. How much is the distance?
1, sir.
How much?
1.
1 meter with respect to A. Okay.
A.
So obviously, so when I am fixing the beam at A point, how this force will make the beam to rotate? AD is the beam. Okay. So the force is acting here. How this? So I am fixing at point A. How this 15 Newton will make this beam to rotate? Whether it will make it to rotate in clockwise or counterclockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise, sir.
Clockwise.
Very good.
Clockwise, sir.
Any doubt, Vignesh here?
No, no, sir. No, sir.
Okay, because you consider that it is a tree branch A to B, and you are holding at B and you are rotating.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
obviously it will go in clockwise. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, as we are considering that clockwise as positive, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Clockwise is positive. So I am going to write plus 15 into 1. Any doubt, guys, in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, Palniappan, can you help me with the point C?
Yes, sir.
Whether it is plus or minus, boy? From A point I have to take. What is the perpendicular distance?
2 meter. Gee, 3
No,
meter,
that's
sir.
a
3 meter.
Yeah, 3 meter. From A you have to calculate always. So when you are calculating from A, it is 1 plus 2 meter. So totally how much it will be? 3 meter. So how it will make when I am applying 20 Newton at this end from A, how the beam will rotate? Clockwise. So plus 20 into how much?
3.
3. Palniappan, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Vignesh?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, Narendra? Narendra?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Aswati?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, Aswati, now?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, next one, can you help me, Palniappan? What would be the last one?
Sir. 35 into 4.
Yeah. So how?
Minus 35 into 4.
Why?
Anti-clockwise.
Very good.
Positive direction.
Okay, because from A to D we have to consider the total beam. So you are pulling your what is that AD upwards. So automatically with respect to A, the beam will rotate counterclockwise. Are we clear now?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir.
Fine. Yeah. Tell me, boss.
Sir.
Now Actually, minus we are putting because it is counterclockwise. 35 multiplied with, what is the distance? 4. Okay.
4 meters.
Yeah, that's a 4 meter. That's all. After that, you will get the moment value. Are we clear now? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, after calculating, we are getting the answer as 65 Newton meter. Okay. The thing is, the answer we are getting as negative. It shows that we are assuming clockwise positive. Am I right? But the answer is negative. That means what it says? Anti-clockwise moment or counterclockwise moment. Are we clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that means the entire system is rotating in anti-clockwise with respect to A. Okay, if you are assuming those forces. So once we have done that, I told you that you have to calculate the moment. So moment of the result, moment we have calculated minus 65 Newton meter. Now we have to calculate where the resultant force is acting. So for that, we know the formula that summation of all the forces moment at point A is equal to, this is R is resultant multiplied with the perpendicular distance with respect to A point. Please be clear when you are defining. Okay. So I am calculating, this one is 65, no need to substitute minus here because we are calculating only the distance. So 65, so R we have already calculated, that is 10 Newton, and D is nothing but perpendicular distance from A point. So we got the answer as 6.5 meter. Any doubt guys in this? Yes.
So force we need to take negative. We have to consider negative or positive depending on the direction of rotation, right?
Exactly. That is moment. Okay. When you are taking moment, we are assuming that clockwise is positive.
Yes, sir.
Counterclockwise means negative. That's all. Okay.
So
what I can say is, instead of writing this, even if you are writing like this, I will be happy.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, sir. So no need to take minus.
No need to take minus and all. But where you have to take positive or negative when you are calculating the values. If you are making any mistake in that, then everything will be wrong.
Okay, sir. So
that is very important.
Positive is for rotation.
Yeah, exactly. That is the thing. Okay. But in the forces, when you are calculating upward, I am taking positive, downward, I am taking negative. Are we clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So now after this, so we have to calculate the distance. So we calculated and we found that from the A point, the 10 kilonewton, okay, whether I have to put up or down arrow now, resultant.
Down, sir.
Think and then say.
Up, sir.
Up, sir. Anti-clockwise means up, sir.
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Up only, sir. Upwards, sir.
Upward. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. You're right. Upwards because we got upward force only. Okay. And the resultant we got as 10 Newton. It is upwards. Okay. Are you getting? And then you know the distance, how much we got?
6.5
meters.
6.5 meters.
What about the moment we got?
Minus 65.
You see the direction how I put. Okay. Are you getting how I am drawing?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now? More? It's a counterclockwise 65 Newton meter above point A, and the resultant is acting at 6.5 meter from the A, the right side direction. Okay. Are we clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next we will move now. So the same thing only I have given now. Next one, for the parallel forces shown in the figure, determine the magnitude and direction. Okay, here what is the differences to our friends we can see. After that we will move to the next thing. Okay, here instead of taking upward positive, okay, because of the given diagram I am taking that right side is positive. The forces acting on towards right side I am taking as positive. Are we clear? Because here the forces are acting in right side and left side. Okay. Okay, now I think anyone you can help me. Aswati, can you help me? What are the resultant force here? What is the value?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is
The
resultant?
resultant is negative 60.
How? Can you tell me?
So 30 minus 40 minus 15 plus
Okay.
25 minus 60.
Very good. So this side I am getting 55. Am I right? Towards right. And
Yes,
this
sir.
side already 55 is there. So these three things will get cancelled. I will get only 60 Newton. Am I right?
Minus 60.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 60 Newton. Very good. So because it is acting, am I right? Towards left
Negative,
side.
negative x-axis.
So otherwise, whether I can write like this, minus 60 Newton. Otherwise, I can put like this. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I have to take moment about A. Can you help me? Who is going to help? Those who are having doubts in moment, please come. Those who are having doubts in moment, please come so that I can explain to you and explain to our friends also.
So
Who
me,
is
sir.
going to come?
So 60
May I,
is
sir?
Yeah, please.
May I, sir?
Yeah, please.
So 60 into 0.
1 minute, boys. 1 minute. So what we are going to take clockwise is?
Positive.
Yeah. Tell me, who is going to help me? Tell me, one by one. Okay, first consider 60 Newton. Okay, I think some volunteers came. 1 minute. Others. I will mute others. After that, we can see. Okay, can anyone now? Please help me because time is running. Yeah, please. Who is going to answer?
Sir, should I?
Yeah, please. Anyone. Start it. First one, 60 into?
60 into 0.
Very good. Please others note it down. 60 into 0 because it is acting on that point. After that, I am taking the point B. This is the beam now. So this is the perpendicular distance. What is the
25
distance?
into 2.
Very good. 2 meter.
2 meter.
And
25 into 2.
1 minute, boy. That is correct. I am fixing at A. How it will rotate, boy?
Clockwise, sir.
Very good. Please take down clockwise. So clockwise we have taken positive. So 25 into 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Next one. So now I have to forget 2 meter. I have to come to C point. So from C point from A. Yeah,
15 into 4.
15 into 4 counterclockwise.
Very good. Whether it is positive or negative, how it will rotate?
Negative, sir.
Negative. Sir. Because it is counterclockwise, it is rotating. 15 into 4. Okay, after that, we will come to D point from A. From A point we have to take. Yeah, tell me now. How much total distance?
40 into 7.
40 into
40 into 7.
Yeah.
Minus 40 into 7. Minus.
Okay, I think I can mark it here, I think. So from here to here, I think 3, 5 and 7 meter for D point. So how it will rotate? Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So it is minus
40 into 7.
40 into 7. Yeah, good. 1 minute, I think our friends, some of them they will mark. So I will write it clear so that they will understand much better. The people, those who understood the concept, please take this as a refreshing session. Don't feel anything. Okay.
Sir, whether it is not minus 60 into 0?
Why you are taking minus, boy? Can you tell me?
Because he's taking that
Left side direction, negative sign.
Very good. Okay, no problem. Okay.
So yesterday while solving, I made a small mistake. Like I didn't consider anti-clockwise as negative and clockwise as positive. But then I took the forces which are acting to the left side as negative, and then the forces that are acting towards the right. That is also correct.
Okay. The assumptions are okay. Whatever assumptions you are following, please make a note on that when you are solving it. That is sufficient. Are you getting? So what I want is actually, I don't want you to follow whatever methods I am following, but if you want to follow uniform, it will be well and good. But which method is easy to you solving that? I already told you, I think. So am I right?
So we can make for x-axis we can make as negative, or we can use clockwise or anti-clockwise. We can use, no, sir. For
Yeah,
negative
that
and
is up to
positive.
you. Yeah, that is up to you. That is up to you. No problem about that. Okay.
But we cannot implement both.
Both, exactly. That is the thing. One time you are considering positive. Next time you are
Okay,
considering
sir.
negative in the opposite sense, then your answer will be wrong. Am I right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Wait 1 minute. I'm facing some issues. Okay. Yeah, now it's clear. 1 minute. Okay. Which portion we are actually now? Yeah, here. I explain in detail. The students, those who are understanding, you can refresh by seeing it. Okay. After that, what is the force we missed, guys? Any idea? We missed one more force.
So 30 into 8.
Yeah, 30. So how it is rotating?
30 to 8, sir.
Yeah,
Clockwise.
distance. It will
Clockwise.
be 8 meter from here. Okay, to here. So the same thing. A to E. Okay, A to E is 8 meter. Okay, sorry, 8 meter. So how it is rotating? Clockwise.
Clockwise.
30 into
240, sir.
Yeah, that's all. 30 into, very good boy. That's all. So you have to calculate. You will get the value. Yeah, I'm getting you, boy. The thing is, I'm moving it. So you got the answer as 60 Newton, as like our friend said, Aswati. And then we got minus 50 Newton meter. Is it correct? Whether you got the same value?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So because this is minus, it's counterclockwise. Okay. And then, okay. So and then we have to calculate the resultant distance. So come here actually, as like we have learned. So again we are using the same formula, moment about A is equal to R into D. And then you are substituting the value of moment. How much the moment we got? How much moment we got? With respect to A, 50.
50.
And what is the resultant we got? 60. So and then we got the answer as what? 8.33 meter. So again I am drawing the sketch now. See here, this is the point A. From here it is moving up to 0.833 meter. How the moment is? It's clockwise or counterclockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Oh, yeah. Whether the force should be in this direction or in this direction?
Anti-clockwise. Negative, sir.
Left side.
Left,
sir.
left,
side.
very good.
Left, sir.
So left is correct because it is rotating like this. What is the value? 50 Newton meter. What is the force value here?
60.
Very good. That's all. Please take a note, guys. Are we clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So those who did not come across this problem, now you must have understood everything. Okay. And how to mark the answer also I have given down. Okay. With all the forces, and you can mark clearly that how the resultant force and from which point it is acting, and then the distance also you can give clearly. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now next one. ABCD is a weightless rod under the action of 4 forces, PQST. Okay. So please solve this. What is the difference between the previous problem and this problem? Any idea?
It has an angle.
Forces are acting on an angle.
Very good.
Angle,
So, that is one thing. Second one.
Not parallel force.
Not in same
So not,
There will be horizontal and vertical forces.
very good. That is good. Okay. You have to calculate H, and you have to calculate summation of horizontal forces and summation of vertical forces. Then what you have to calculate? Resultant. Am I right?
Result.
So EH square plus EV square. Am I right? So resultant you will get. How to calculate moment? Any idea? Did you solve this problem?
No, sir.
Sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
So only
Some are saying
vertical
no.
forces.
Okay, no problem. We will solve. Okay. Anyway, I will explain. See here. Okay. Your understanding is important than completing the syllabus. I already told you. Who is going to help?
I will say so.
Yeah, please. Tell me the forces acting on D component, boy. Can you tell me?
So on point D there is P sin theta and T cos theta.
Okay, so the first thing is very good, as he said, T cos 60. Am I right?
Yes, sir. T cos is.
And you will have vertical component
T sin 60.
Okay, any doubt in this, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. What about here?
It will be T cos 30.
Will
That
it
will
be
be the
down or
horizontal
up?
component.
Will it be down or up?
Horizontal component, sir.
Horizontal component, how much? Tell me, sorry.
T cos 6. T cos 30.
Yes,
S cos 30. Sorry.
S cos 30. Okay, vertical?
S sin 30.
Yeah, very good.
It will be downwards.
Please, yeah, please take a note, guys, others. And here?
Sir, it will be Q cos 30 towards the left.
Okay.
And then downwards it will be Q sin 30.
So that our students will understand much better. With the B point, you are having Q cos. Okay, next one.
P sin 45 upwards.
P sin 45. Okay. Then?
P cos 45 towards the left.
Very good. Please all of you take down. Very good, boy. Thank you. Your name?
Sir, I'm Kailash, sir.
Yeah, Kailash. Okay. How are you? Are you fine?
Yes, sir.
We have to teach something. I want to talk to you a lot, but time is not allowing. Guys, are we clear about this? Any doubt in this?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Clear.
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now I think one more. Did you solve this problem? How many of you solved?
Sir, I solved.
Sir, I tried.
I saw, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, those who have solved, whether I have written clearly, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
tell me the values of P, Q, or ST?
Sir.
What is the value of P?
So P is 10.
P is 10 newtons.
10 Newton. Okay. Q is
4 newtons.
4 newtons.
4 Newton. Okay. S is
8 newtons.
8, right? 8 Newton. And T is
12.
That's all. I think after this it's very clear, I think. So what you have to do? You have to calculate horizontal force. Am I right?
Yes.
And then you have to calculate vertical force.
Vertical.
So
Yes, sir.
horizontal force, as like our friend said, please take down 10 cos 45, 4 cos 30, 8 cos 30 and 12 cos 60. Please others, you can calculate and tell me whether my answer is correct or wrong. Is it 2.393 Newton? Please others calculate. Did you solve this problem?
Yes, 2.39.
Yes, sir. Solving.
Newton.
Oh, solving. Very good. Okay, fine then. Ashwin, are you there? Ashwin?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Okay, fine. Did you understand, boy?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay. Abhinav? Hey.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, fine then. I think Asna will be there. Aswati is there. Bala, are you there?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm
Sleepy?
here.
Okay, fine then. You are here.
No, sir.
So did you understand?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. Please calculate the summation of vertical force also. I think Hassan is there. Jasper, are you there? Jayashree, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Joel?
Yes, sir, here.
Okay. Kedar?
Yes, sir.
Kedar,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. Krishna? Krishna? Okay. Manya, are you there? Yeah. Manya? Okay.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Okay. Mukesh?
Sir.
Mukesh? Okay.
Sir, I'm there.
Okay. Nagarjun?
Here, sir.
Okay. Naren?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Narendra?
Yes, sir.
Nitish?
Present, sir.
Okay. It's not attendance. I'm asking did you understand the concept or not? Okay. Next one, you know that we have to calculate vertical component.
Sir, they have given the values for PS, called the force Because I didn't note down the question.
Oh, you didn't take down the question. Okay, okay. 1 minute. I will give you.
If you could just tell me the force values also, that would be.
Okay, fine. I thought that you have copied down when I am explaining. Yeah, these are the forces. I think it's available in the WhatsApp itself. You can open the file also. I have shared it. Okay. Is it clear now?
I got resultant as 11.71 Newton.
Okay, we will check it out. Okay, and we have to calculate the moment also. Please wait. Okay, once you are calculating, I need your support. From A, I am going to calculate moment. What are the forces I have to consider? Any idea? I am going to take the moment about A point. What are the forces I have to consider? Whether P cos 45. 1 minute. One minute. I will ask you. You can answer my query. Okay, 1 minute. All of you listen. After that, you can calculate. Please, all of you listen. So the point A, I am going to take moment. Whether this P cos 45 will have some effect on A?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Why?
Only the perpendicular will have effect.
Perpendicular component.
Anti-parallel.
Yeah, please listen. This P cos 45, this Q cos 30, this S cos 30 and T cos 30 are acting on the same line. Are you getting? So there won't be any perpendicular distance with respect to A. Please take a note of it. Perpendicular distance is 0 for all these forces. What are the forces? P cos 45 and S cos 30 and Q cos 30 and T cos 60. Are we clear? So when I am taking moment about A, all these forces I can neglect. What are the forces will be there?
P sin 45.
Q sin 30. Oh, okay, fine then. P sin 45. Q sin 30. S sin 30.
S sin 30.
And
T sin 60.
Yeah. So now when I am calculating, as like clockwise, positive. Please listen. So moment about A, as I told. So the first one will be 10 sin 45 multiplied with 0. Any doubt in this? First one.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So next one, the Q sin 30 making this particular beam to rotate clockwise. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah. So now it will be plus 4 sin 30 multiplied into, what is the distance? Can you tell me? Okay, another 2 minutes, then I will wind up. What is the distance, boy? Any idea? 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter. Okay, fine. So after that, another force, that is C, whether it will make it rotate clockwise?
No, negative sign, sir. One is upward direction, one is downward direction, sir.
Which one? This is downward, right? This is also downward. So downward means positive, am I right?
Yes, sir. Positive. Same.
Yeah.
But P sin 45 negative.
Okay, no problem about it. It is 0. That is correct. That is 0. Okay. And then here it is, what is the value? 8 sin 30 multiplied with, what is the value?
2 meters.
2 meters.
2 meters, sir.
Yeah, 2. Okay. No need to put meter. 2. And the last one you see, from A to D.
Minus 3 sin 30.
Very good.
12 sin 30 into 3.
Okay, fine. So it is it is rotating the beam counterclockwise. So minus 12
sin 30, 60
sin 60. Okay.
into 3.
Okay. So this is the way you have to calculate moment. Okay, please take a note of it. So now you can go through our notes and then you can learn it. Okay. For this problem, we have calculated 2.393 as a horizontal component, and our friends got 11.463 in the vertical component. Okay, and as I said, resultant, it is because it is acting, the forces are acting in incline, so we got horizontal and vertical, and finally we got 11.71. Okay, once we have got this, after that you know that we have to find the resultant distance. Yeah, tell me, boy. Your voice is not audible. Wait for 2 minutes, okay? So we have calculated resultant. Why we are calculating moment is because we have to calculate the resultant location from where the point we are taking from the moment, okay? And then we have calculated the resultant angle also by using previous relations, okay? And then we have got 78.2. How many of you got 78.2? Are you getting same answer or different answer?
Same answer.
Same answer, sir.
So you're considering rotation around A, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking with respect to A. Okay, and then this is very important. Please listen for 1 minute, guys. After that you can go. So what we have done is we have calculated moment about this particular point. What is the moment value? Can you tell me? Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Sir, okay.
Counterclockwise 21.176.
Which one? Moment.
Yes, sir.
How much you got? Please tell me. I'm sorry. Can you tell me?
21.176 counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. Okay, fine then. So you are saying that it is rotating like this. Am I right?
21.176.
Very good. 176. Unit is Newton meter. Okay. There is summation of moment about A. So obviously it is going to rotate counterclockwise. So your resultant, we found that it is acting like this, okay, with the value of 11.71. Okay. Whether it should be in upward or downward, boy? The arrow?
Upwards.
Upward, because it is
Counterclockwise.
Yeah. Please listen carefully, others. Okay. And then we have calculated the resultant angle also. The formula is, you know that, what is that? Tan inverse of, already we studied. It's vertical by horizontal, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So from that you can calculate the alpha. You got 78. Now you have to calculate this perpendicular distance. Okay. So this is D. So how we will calculate moment about A? We know the relation, right, by Varignon's theorem. Guys, are you watching the videos?
Yes, sir.
But I don't think so. Very limited people are watching. R into D. So D will be, can you tell me what is the answer? D, 21.176 divided by, what is the value of resultant?
11.7.
Okay. So
you get 1.8, sir.
Yeah, very good. You got 1.8. But sometimes they will ask to calculate X, the distance along horizontal direction. Okay. At the time, what you have to do, you can use the triangle formula. Otherwise, I have given one more presentation, that is, if you are multiplying all the vertical force with distance along horizontal, this is distance along, please take down, distance along x-axis. Okay. Okay, if I want to calculate y value, what I have to do? Any idea? Say if I want x distance, okay, to calculate from point A, what I have to do means summation of moment about A divided by vertical force, all the summation of force I have to put. If I want y distance, what I have to do? Summation of moment about A divided by
horizontal.
Please take out. Okay, horizontal force. So somebody will ask, sir, why you are doing this? Because sometimes they will ask this x distance, okay, this x distance, and sometimes they will ask this y distance. Okay, this is yd, this is xd. So xd, when you are calculating, you know that this force will be converted into, this resultant will be converted into summation of vertical. So when you are calculating this particular distance yd, all these forces will be equal to what? Summation of horizontal. So those who have understood this, please, you can leave the class. Okay guys, those who are understood, you can please leave. Those who did not understand the horizontal distance xd and yd, please wait. Others you can leave.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.